Hey everybody, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, K-R-I-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books. No special effects going on here, just reading books, talking books. And today is Flashback Monday. This is where we talk about all the things that I was reading in 2008 per my book Bible here, book review. Romantic Times book review. This was awesome. I lived and breathed by this magazine back then. I'm sorry that I wrote so much in it, but I did write so much in it way back when. But these magazines are just gold, and I still read them today, and I still get ideas for books today. These are awesome. Now, as I'm doing these series, please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. My analytics show that you've already turned this video off. I hope you're still here though. But doing these magazines, I have discovered how many books I got rid of because I'm really depressed now because I've gotten rid of more books than I thought I did. During COVID and stuff, I was downsizing a little bit, and now I regret getting rid of all those books because I had most of these books. So this is September 2008. And this book, this magazine, unlike my other, this video, unlike my other books and videos and stuff, we will do Regency, we will do romance, we will do contemporary romance, we would do inspirational, and we will be doing urban paranormal, as they called it back then, and we'll even do some Harlequins. So I hope you'll stay tuned. If you think, and I've been mulling over this since I started this whole thing, if I should do separate videos, smaller, shorter videos on one on Regency, one on inspirational, one on mystery, one on sci-fi, one on the urban paranormals, one on the inspirationals, and one on the Harlequins. Let me know if I should break it up into cities or if you think you're good to hang out. So please hit the like and subscribe. Like I said, this was the first book that I discovered I didn't have. And I used to have this, and I went back because I've been looking all over the house for it. I'm like, I have this. My inventory list even says I have it. But apparently, I got rid of it because it's not here. SHAYLA Black, Tempt Me With Darkness. He's an immortal knight hungering for satisfaction and freedom from an evil curse. She's a modern woman about to discover ancient magic and a man like no other. Fate decreed them enemies, passion made them lovers. Will they be strong enough to break the eons old spell? To Catch a Thief, Christina SKYE. I had these. The always excellent SKYE manages to combine the worlds of her Dracut and Codename books with seamless ease. The technical information regarding climbing is fascinating and gives her heroine a unique and authentic edge. Heart-stopping action, reluctant passion, and cunning villains all add up to a SKYE classic. Heather Graham, the Flynn Brothers trilogy. We discussed these in our check out last week's. So that would be August. We brought these up in August, and we read all these in August. So check out the Flashback August. Deadly Night, Deadly Harvest, Deadly Gift. Circumstances in life fell just right for brothers Aiden, Jeremy, and Zach. Flynn started their own business and private investigations. What they didn't expect is what circumstances would bring their way. Haunted mansion in Louisiana, cornfields in Salem, Massachusetts that delivered a different kind of harvest, a trip to Ireland that would yield more than souvenirs of tainted lace and Irish whiskey. Join them as they learn that while investigating, you may discover far different from what you were seeking. L.L. Foster is Laurie Foster. And like I said, I had this book, and I do have several of her books, but not this particular one. This is what she looks like, Florrie Foster. She did The Servant this year. Boredom was her newest enemy, and since running off from Luther, make that Detective Luther cross, she'd been bored more than not. Until now, she hadn't realized how much excitement he'd brought to her life. You'd think a Palladian would have her hands full enough that a nosy cop bent on seduction would have been mostly annoyance, perhaps even a threat. Instead, he's been wonderful, the most wonderful thing to ever happen in her miserable life. So I'll have to see. We'll do 2 of these. I've got the rest of them over there. That's the big hole in the wall over there. Karen Marie Moaning, Blood Fever, and Fae Fever. This is a whole series over there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more books over there. Plus no special effects going on here. Blood Fever. I used to think my sister and I were just 2 nice Southern girls who'd get married in a few years and settle down to a quiet life. Then I discovered that Elena and I descend not from good, wholesome Southern stock, but from an ancient Celtic bloodline of powerful Seers, people who can see Fae. Not only can I see the terrifying otherworldly race, but I can sense the sacred Fae relics that hold the deadliest of their matches. And she's in Ireland, is it? A million-year-old book. Oh, she's in Dublin. Yeah, Ireland. I remember her working in the bookshop and stuff like that. It was a good series. And Fae Fever. He calls me his queen of night. I'd die for him. I'd kill for him too. When Michaela Lane receives a torn page from her dead sister's journal, she is stunned by Elena's desperate words. And now Michaela knows that her sister's killer is close, but evil is closer, and suddenly the Seer is on the hunt for answers, for revenge, for an ancient book of dark magic so evil it corrupts everyone who touches it. And I pulled this one out. Dark Fever. So that's 12 books plus the 9 over there, right? Michaela's life is good. She has a great friend, a decent job, and a car that breaks down only every other week. Oh, this must be the first one. When her sister is murdered, leaving a single clue to her death, a cryptic message on Mac's cell phone, Mac journeys to Ireland in search of answers. So this is the first one. Okay. Oh, I forgot a book. Let me go get it. Okay. Speak of the Devil, SHATTUCK. Greer Sands has a unique talent for seeing glimpses of the future, but when a dark vision overwhelms her, she must do everything in her power to fight the evil or risk losing everything she loves. Speak of the Devil. Oh, I should mention these. There's no... I didn't read these because I didn't like... Liz Maverick and Sing, SINGH, and Lulu, I think. They did a series, and one wrote book A, one wrote book 2, one wrote book 3, one wrote book 4. I didn't like that they were all, and it was supposed to be a continuation of one story. I just didn't like that they were. It bothered me. Anita Blake, Buffy Vampire Slayer, she sure kicks butt. but she also has a tendency to boink the things that go pump in the night. A sexy, no-nonsense woman, she wears stilettos while staking baddies. Diane Gaston. Any woman who crossed a dark parking lot alone understands the appeal of a Buffy like heroine. Charles Atkins. The reader of these books has intensely romantic streak. Roberta Islip. Maybe you have a life that's a little dull but happily safe. So this heroine allows you to escape temporarily into something dangerous and exciting. That's why you read fiction. That's why you read fiction. You don't read those books that make you cry your ass off. You read those things. Joanne Ross. Free Fall and Crossfire. FBI Special Agent Caitlin Kavanaugh likes being in charge which makes working with sexy former Navy SEAL Quinn McKay challenging. The pair spend steamy summer nights investigating murders in Somerset, South Carolina. But when the killer starts leaving chilly familiar clues, it becomes apparent that the murders aren't random, and Kate and Quinn could be next. Oh, I got one of these. I went looking. I actually found one of these. I wonder what I did with it. You know, what I'm saying is I'm going through these magazines again, and I'm finding new stuff to read. I found new stuff to read. The Ford Affair. There he is, The Ford Affair. To say that Jasper Ford's fictional world is slightly off kilter is like observing that Barbara Cartland was just a moderately productive novelist, an underestimate of epic proportions. After all, in some of the 5 novels, part fantasy, part mystery, part satire, the compromise Ford's popularity and hilarious Thursday's Next Series, the title character leaps back and forth between Bookworld, where literary characters come to life, and an alternate 1980s England in which the Crimean War never ended. A literary detective Thursday accidentally changes the ending of Jane Eyre in her quest to capture a notorious criminal, seeks anger management counseling for Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff, and looks after Hamlet when the melancholy Danish prince needs a vacation from Elsinore. Some of these books are The Eye Affair, EYRE AFFAIR, The Y Affair. Lost, LOST, in a good book. The Well of the Plots, the WELL of the, it's The Well of Lost Plots, PLOTS. Something Rotten, and Thursday Next, First Among Sequels. Oh, I forgot this one. I'm pretty sure I forgot this one. Yeah, I forgot it. It's upstairs. Stephanie Lawrence, The Edge of Desire. I've done this. Got it. How does my camera is really bad. The Edge of Desire. A Finster, a Bastion Club. Please check out my Bastion Club and my Stephanie Lawrence videos. This is also, this one, I think, did I find this one? Why didn't, I must not have had this one, but I have, I don't see it here, but I do have quite a few by this author. Elizabeth Boyle, and there's the Tempted by the Night. I'm sorry, my camera is so bad. His Mistress by Mourning. So it came time for Lady Hermione to take the starring role in the follow-up story, and the author was brainstorming ways to make Lord Rockford see her. She hit on the idea of making him physically and literally unable to see her. The heroine becomes invisible. Tempted by the night. I can't find I had Jackie Kessler, and I can't find her, and I had G.A. Aiken, and I had Tawny Taylor. I have Succubus Dreams, but I guess it wasn't one of the ones we viewed. So we'll just, please check out my video. It aired yesterday, I think, or it'll air on Sunday. It'll air on Super Bowl Sunday. I did football romances. That's where I got my idea from. We will do the whole series. I pulled, where are they? I just did this. Now, I have these in trilogies. So this is the first one, and it's not. These are rotten titles. The books are actually Dead Until Dark, Living Dead in Dallas, and Sookie Stackhouse is a waitress, and she has telepathic abilities. She's able to read people's minds and hear people's thoughts. And when she meets Bill Compton, he's a vampire and she's unable to read his thoughts. And it's so nice to be in the presence of someone she can't hear the thoughts on that she's attracted to him. And we become True Blood, season 1. And True Blood, season 2, that's her and Bill Compton. And True Blood, season 3, with Eric, Alexander Skarsgård. And what was I going to say? Oh, shoot, it's completely left. Please see my Tanya Huff video for Blood Ties. It's on YouTube. It was a really, really good series. It was very well written. Unfortunately, Lifetime put it on at 1 o'clock in the morning, and that's why it didn't do so well. If it had been on earlier in the day, if it had been on another channel, it might have done even better. But it is available on YouTube, and it's a really good series. It's something I've looked for, and I've never been able to find again. Detective and a vampire working together to solve cases. It just doesn't happen. Charlene Harris's popular heroine Sookie Stackhouse, True Blood, the HBO TV show based on popular novels, makes its debut on Sunday, September 7th, and this was quite a few years ago, 2008. I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I'm so impressed at the vision of Sookie's world that Alan Ball has created. However, I will make a disclaimer that after the first season, the HBO leaves the books behind and changes quite a bit. There's one character that's supposed to die and does not die. So they change quite a bit of things after the first season. So you'll have to go with there. So our first Regency book, historical romance, is Victoria Alexander. She got 4.5 stars. Seduction of a Proper Gentleman. This final installment in the Last Man Standing Quartet is a delightful, sexy romp, bringing over with Alexandria's signature humor by adding a touch of paranormal. Alexander uses the amnesia scenario to her advantage, and fans of the series will find her characters and romances irresistible. Ironically, it's Oliver Layton's The Earl of Northcliffe, the last of a teen to be unwed, who believes in love and marriage. To fill his time, he goes on a country holiday where an injured young woman with no memory is left on his doorstep. Inexplicably, Oliver is attracted to her, christened Kate by his staff, She fits into his life in wondrous ways, but Oliver can't help wondering if she's hiding some dark secret. 4.5 stars. This is gonna bug me about the Stephanie Lawrence book. Just 1 second. So here you go. The Edge of Desire. Book 7 in the Bastion Club. Please check out my Stephanie Lawrence Sinister Bastion Club's video. I go through all of them and show you the reading order. So please check these out. The Edge of Desire got 4.5 stars. The Bastion Club's latest installment features an ultra-passionate and honorable hero and a prideful heroine, along with a masterful crafted murder mystery. I like my romance with a murder mystery. I like a little mystery with my romance. I don't like a straight-on romance. What Christian Aldice, the 6th Marquis of Dern, goes to war, he and Letitia Vox participate his return so that they can marry and consummate their love. But her father's excessive financial speculation forces Letitia to enter in a loveless marriage to prevent her family's poverty. Due to the war, she and Christian are unable to communicate, and he knows nothing of the circumstances of her marriage. When her husband is killed and her brother blamed for the murder, Letitia turns to Christian for help. So check it out, 4.5 stars. Brenda Joyce, The Dark Embrace. 4.5 stars. Known for her intensity of emotion and superlative story, Joyce draws you into a new Masters of Time novel that will blow you away with an unforgettable alpha hero and a willful heroine who feels his pain across the centuries. As Master of Time, Aiden the Wolf of Awe has sworn to protect the innocent, but when the vivacious Moray threatens to kill Aiden's son, it forces him to do the unthinkable, break his vows by committing murder. Moray takes his son away, and Aiden lives in self-exile until he hears modern-day Brianna Rose's cry for help. Leaping through time, he rescues Bree, an empath, who does not fear Aiden or her journey. She has dreamt of him for years and feels his pain and need for redemption. She sees visions of his son that haunt Adam. Knowing of the good inside, Bree vows to free Aiden from his pain, and crossing in time, she finds the means to bring father and son together. Tempted by the Night. 4.5 stars. If you want to know how to make the extraordinary ask Boyle. She has never taken the simple path. Instead, she thrives to bring plot lines and remarkable characters to life. Didn't we just see that? Tempted by the Night. There we go. I know it's a horrible picture. I'll try and get one. I don't know where my copy is. Lady Hermione Mallow quickly learns the meaning of the phrase, "Be careful what you wish for," when she voices an innocent longing to uncover all Rockford's secrets. The ring on her finger grants her request in a most unusual manner. She becomes invisible. Without being seen, she can follow Rockhurst and prove he's the hero she has loved for years. From dusk till dawn, she trails his every move and is stunned to discover he's the legendary protector of London, possibly the last of a line that helps keep the realms of good and evil apart. I know I have. Here it is. Candace Camp, The Wedding Challenge. 4 stars. Camp continues to captivate with the third of her Matchmaker series. Retaliation, lies, and misunderstanding, along with the decorum of the era, come together in this beautifully crafted, poignant love story. At the age of 23, Lady Calendar Lily is in no hurry to marry. In fact, she feels she's not meant to love. Her intimidating brother, the Duke of Rockford, has found a way of scaring off any suitors, but all that changes when she dances with a tall, intriguing stranger at a masquerade ball. He is the Earl of Bronwell, and when he and Rockford see each other, the animosity Callie feels between them is palpable. With no explanation, Rockford orders Callie not to see Brom, so she calls on her dear friend and matchmaker Lady Francesca Houston for help. Callie continues to see Brom, and their love grows, but obstacles are falling their way. I had so many of these. So there's your 5 for that. But there's so many here. We will now move on to mainstream fiction. I'm sorry, my visuals are so bad. Just Breathe. See if I can. How's that? Just Breathe. WIGS delivers another witty and moving story. The author has few peers when it comes to truthful observation of human foibles and fantasies. Many women will surely see themselves in Sarah, and those who don't should at least be able to relate. Cartoonist Sarah Moon and her husband Jack Daly have been through a lot. Testicular cancer followed by a year of trying to become pregnant through artificial means, and it strained their relationship. Sarah thinks they're okay until she finds out the hard way that Jack's been unfaithful. She does what any rightful thinking woman would do, walks out, and keeps on going all the way to California. 8 Sandpiper Way, Debbie MACOMBER. There you go. MACOMBER takes us back to Cedar Grove for another emotional yet amusing visit, updating her readers on events large and small in the lives of the favorite characters. Emily Fleming has a secret. She's afraid that her husband, Pastor Dave Fleming, is having an affair because she found an earring that doesn't belong to her in his jacket pocket. There's another cause for concern. Relatives of one of Dave's recently deceased parishioners are saying that some jewelry was stolen from her home, and he spent a lot of time with the lady prior to her death. There must be some explanation, but Emily just can't figure out what it could be. Being Elizabeth, Barbara Taylor Bradford, 4 stars. Fans will be thrilled by the 3rd Ravenscar book. Catherine Coulter did a Ravenscar book. A modern corporate vision of Tudor England. Many of the characters' names will tease your memory of English history, while the story stays firmly in present day. Mary Turner has finally died, and Darren Wells has passed to Elizabeth, the outcast daughter. The transition is not without difficulty. However, since Mary has almost gutted the conglomerate to funnel support to her Spanish husband, Philip Azarez, also the board of directors is not at all sure they want to line up behind a woman who's only 25 years old. Rich Man's Baby, DAAIMAH S. POOLE. POOLE invites readers to the party where players get played. Gold diggers are nothing new, but this is one crazy, in-your-face tale of trysts and ludicrous shames. The characters are believable, yet you may find yourself laughing, shaking your head, and even whispering expletives as their motive and actions are exposed. Tanya's Diane and Adrian feel like they're wasting their lives. Diane is obsessed with a former lover, a future NBA player. Tanya has children but leaves the older husband to find love while still young. Adrian gets enamored in the high school life after attending a party with football and basketball stars. She convinces naive Tanisha to join her in getting pregnant and paid by a player. Okay. So let's move on. They also do teen books. John Green is really popular today. Check his out. Tracy Peterson, A Promise to Believe in. Hers is the first book there. Tracy Patterson. The first book in Peterson's new series, The Bride of Gatlin County, is set on Montana frontier. It's a wonderfully written with strong characters and the right amount of faith, hope, romance, mystery, and laughter. The three Gatlin sisters, Gwen, Beth, and Lacey, have made a life for themselves at the Gatlin Roadhouse when their father is accidentally killed. Gwen blames herself. She believes she cursed since her mother, her husband of 1 week, and now her father are all dead. When a stranger claims to be the brother of her late husband, she does not believe him. Her husband told her his whole family was dead. Hank Bishop believes Gwen is keeping information from him. He knows his brother stole bonds, and she claims she has no idea what he's talking about. When they start investigating matters, they must work to keep from letting their hearts rule their actions. Rhythm of Grace, 4.5 stars, by Marilyn Griffith. Griffin's themes of community empowerment, the power of friends, secrets, and God's redemptive powers will resonate with readers of every culture. She delivers a rewarding story that's hard to put down. Let's hope there's a sequel. When Grace O'Kay joins the teaching staff at the charter school she attends as a youth, she's reunited with good friends but hurtful memories. Returning to the small town of Testimony may not have been a good idea after all. She's worked hard to keep her secrets hidden and move past the point of the assault that ruined her dance career. When everyone's secrets come out into the open, will Grace and her friends be the same again? Did she do? Cathy. Cathy Marie Hart right here, Whirlwind. 4 stars. Hake knows what readers want: romance, laughter, and big-hearted characters who know that God never closes one door without first opening another. In 1892 London, Millicent Fairweather is broken when her employer informs her that he will no longer need her as a nanny. She decides to go with her sister Isabella and Isabella's husband to America. Daniel Clark needs to find a nanny for his son and hires Millicent for the task. When tragedy occurs on the ship, he marries her so that she and her sister aren't sent back to London. Okay. Oh, these were the ones that I was saying before. They were doing a series, but each one was writing a different book. They were the Immortals, the series. Joy Nash, Robin T. Pop, and Lou and Singh were in it too. Majoni, however you say her name, she was in it too. They were all doing them. Science fiction. I don't see anybody I recognize. Oh, okay. Wanderlust, Anne Aguirre. In the follow-up to her dazzling debut novel, Grimspace, Aguirre throws her wounded yet dogged heroine back into the breach. Vivid world-building accent with gut-wrenching action ensures that the following Serena Jacks through her first-person adventures will leave you breathless. Still recovering from the events that led to her bringing down the powerful galactic Far One Corporation, Jack accepts a job offer from the rising government. Because of her link to the bounty hunter Velis from Lilith's tour, Jax has been named as the ambassador in a diplomatic mission to establish closer ties with Iltar. Karen Miller, The Riven Kingdom. The Riven Kingdom. The stunning follow-up second in Godspeed trilogy will please fans who were uncomfortable with the brutal landscape and merciless heroine and empress. Book 2 moves the action to a peace-loving kingdom and introduces a cast of likable characters. Ether has been a peaceful island for 400 years. Now the king is dead and only Princess Rian survives. But the church will never allow a woman to rule, so Rian runs off rather than be forced into marriage. With the help of a small band of champions, she returns to take her place as queen. But even if she secures the throne, Ether faces great danger from conquering enemies. Terry Brooks, The Genesis of Shannara, the Gypsy Morph. I've seen these. I've seen lots of his books. Got 4 stars. It's the third in the Genesis of Shannara trilogy. It's the prequel to Shannara series. Destroyed by pollution, plague, and chemical warfare, the United States has collapsed, and human struggles for survival against all manner of predators, mutants, and demons. Their only hope is a young boy Hawk, the magical gypsy morph, who is destined to lead the human race to the promised land. Timothy Zahn. Now, he's been around a while. He only got 3 stars. This engaging and fast-paced romp, the third in Zahn's Quadrille series, is interesting and likable hero, and his sidekick Bradford is capable and just a little mysterious. Ex-government agent Frank Compton can't get anyone to give him some slack. Fresh from a successful mission to thwart the group mind Madra, he comes home to find a girl with a gun in his apartment. Someone is preventing his sister from leaving Tigris, and she wants Frank to help. Frank sends her away only to be accused of her murder a few hours later. Sorry. Let me just do this. Alright. This was to Catch a Thief, SKYE, Christian SKYE. Alright, it got 4.5 stars. The always excellent SKYE combines the worlds of her Draycott and Code books with seamless ease. The technical information regarding climbing is fascinating. Art restorer Neil Makinis can spot a forgery with ease. Part of her education came from her father, a renowned art thief who eventually caught and imprisoned. When a rare sketch by Leonardo da Vinci goes missing, authorities suspect Neil's recently released father is involved. Didn't we do this one too? Let me just see. I guess not. Yeah, we did. Okay. Joanna Ross, Crossfire. 4.5 stars. The effects of post-traumatic stress disorder can once again play a significant role in Ross's hot new thriller. One interconnected thread in her high-risk book is a doomed mission in Afghanistan where the heroes face untenable circumstances and are now trying to rebuild their lives. When a high-profile general is killed by a sniper in South Carolina, FBI agent Caitlin Kavanaugh heads up the task force, which quickly surmise they have a serial sniper on their hands. I've seen these a lot. I had these. I don't have these anymore. Roxanne St. Clair. The trilogy with Bullet Catcher series reaches its pinnacle by exposing a deadly and treacherous secret that has spanned decades. It's Now You Die. Former Bullet Catcher Jack Culver has made it his mission to get justice for Eileen Stafford, the wrongly imprisoned mother of 3 illegally adopted triplets. Jack's lie about injury nearly got a fellow bullet catcher killed and short-circuited his intense relationship with agent founder Lucy Sharp. The evidence that Jack and 2 fellow agents have managed to dig up on the Stafford case finally convinces Lucy that a full-scale investigation is warranted. Beverly Barton. We'll do this at one point. Is she in here? No. I was really upset that I couldn't find these. I know I have these. J.T. Ellison 14. Ellison's second Taylor Jackson story is precisely plotted and crisply written. In the 1980s, 10 women died at the hands of a criminal dubbed the Snow White Killer because they resembled the fairy tale heroine. A child at the time, homicide Lieutenant Taylor Jackson still took the case to heart and hoped someday to catch the man responsible. Tess Garrickson, The Keepsake. Rizzoli and Isles are tossed in one of those creepiest cases ever. Obsession and family secrets block the truth and force Garrison's protagonist into an uncharted territory. It's made into a series. Angie Harmon played Rizzoli, and the lady from NCIS played Isles, and it was a really good show. And Angie Harmon had just coming off the Women's Murder Club by Patterson. It's a really good show. You'd have to check it out. Rizzoli and Isles. Emmy Mara Isles has been asked to witness a unusual procedure, a C-10 of Madame X, a 2,000-year-old mummy found in the basement of Boston's Crispin Museum. When Madame X is revealed to be a modern murder victim, historical research gives way to a murder investigation. Devil's Bones. I also have this one and I can't find it. It's on my list of inventory. And this is Bones. This is the TV series Bones with Tempest Brennan and Booth, and this went on for many, many years. And the difference between the books and the TV show is that the TV show did follow through with the romance sooner than the books did. The books took a really, really long time. And the TV show was based in one location in Washington, D.C., whereas the books travel around. She travels around between Canada and South Carolina or North Carolina. She does a lot of traveling. But in the TV series, they were totally, absolutely based in Washington, D.C. As readers rejoin the first-person adventure of Reich's brilliant and flawed heroine, it's evident that Tempe's personal life is still rocky. The clues in her latest case are strange and intriguing, and they don't lead in a clear direction, which keeps her off balance. Back in Charlotte, North Carolina, teaching and working for the medical examiner's office, Dr. Temperance Bennett is brought in on a strange case that involves a skull, decapitated chickens, and cauldrons. Is the religious significance in these relics? The discovery of the torso of a young male in a river adds to the mystery because the skull and body don't go together. The Forgotten. 4 stars. The inevitable clash between law enforcement and defense counsel embroidered in Stewart's newest protagonist. One of her strengths is ability to create utterly and creepy and deadly villains. FBI agent Portia Cahill is forced to return to the States once her undercover identity is compromised. Resentful of the circumstances, Portia is not thrilled when her new assignment talking with convicted serial killer Sheldon Woods about burial locations of additional child victims. To get Woods' cooperation, the FBI agrees to involve his former court-appointed attorney, James Cannon. Sweet Trouble, Susan Mallory. Old ghosts come back to haunt in the satisfying conclusion to Mallory's Tough and Slender Street trilogy. These are contemporary romances. I forgot to mention that. When Matt Fenner thought that Jesse Case betrayed him, it hardened his heart into an ice brick. Now hugely successful in business, Matt still keeps his emotions at a distance. When Jesse returns bringing a 4-year-old son Matt didn't believe existed, it opens old wounds only for Matt, but for Jesse's strange sister Nicole and Claire as well. Mr. Fix-It, Crystal Hubbard. Mr. Fix-It, this one. 4 stars. The main characters in this entertaining novel have secret crushes on each other. Keeping romance alive is Kayla Holliday's mission as an author, and she's proven quite successful in her craft. But finding romance for herself is much more of a challenge. Carter Radcliffe is Mr. Fix-It, who just may be the answer to her search. All right, Jacqueline Frank. We're getting into the paranormal section. Okay, and book 1 is Jacob. Please check out my video on these. Book 2 is Gideon. Book 3 is Elijah. Book 4 is Damien. Book 5 is Noah. And I believe, yes, Noah. Noah got 4.5 stars. Top from the start, Noah has appeared as the stable force in Frank's demon world, so watching him fall apart is both frightening and gripping. Recently, Noah, king of the demons, has had difficulty keeping his dark instincts under control. Tormented by dreams of the woman destined to be his mate, he knows that finding her may be problematic. Kestra Irons has lived her life on the edge. One day her luck runs out and she's killed in a deal gone bad. When he feels Kestra die, Noah temporarily loses his sanity and decides to take whatever steps necessary to change the past, including placing infant Leah at risk. Bound by Light, Anna Windsor. 4.5 stars. All hell is breaking loose, the rousing conclusion to Windsor's remarkable supernatural trilogy. The dark Crescent sisters throughout the series, the epic struggle between the Sibyls, and the evil Legion has grown darker. Astro Demon Jake Lowell hungers to become human once more, but according to the magical mothers, that's not possible. Instead, he's told to protect heir Sybil Marley Alexander, whose triad weakened to the advanced pregnancies of her sisters. Dark events are coming to a head as the demon Old One, who long ago created the Legion, returns, planning the total destruction of man. How did I not get this one? Oh, yes, I did. Dark Curse. As fans of this remarkable series well know, times are both dangerous and treacherous on Carpathia. Each new book adds another layer to the overarching plot when focused intensely on individual love. Carpathian Nicholas Dela Cruz has returned to his homeland to deliver bad news to his prince. He's also decided to end his long existence until he literally runs into feisty Lara Caladine. It's a little silly. I Want You to Want Me. 4 stars. Supercharged with sexual tension, mind melding, and suspense, the sequel to Any Way You Want It is an exciting page turner. Erica Todd moves to Louisiana to be near her newly married friend and to establish herself as a sculptor. She doesn't expect to become the downstairs neighbor to Vitro, the hottest man in town. Interesting. And we did. We'll go back just a second. Just for the record, Fae Fever. I just saw it. 4.5 stars. When reluctant hero Mac again takes readers through the hazards that are now her life. The ominous atmosphere of this tale vividly accents the Byzantine plotline in intriguing dialogue. While vengeance has driven Michaela actions since her sister's murder, the discovery that the human race itself is in peril has forced Mac into danger she never dreamed possible. I looked all over the place for Caitlin Ketlett. I have it. I know I have it. It went bonkers, drive me bonkers today. It got 4.5 stars. When it comes to being angry and isolated, werewolf Luna Wilder is a bona fide expert. Kittredge returns readers to gritty Nocturne City, where power and old grudges can hold terrible sway. The pace is rapid, and the Pearl Eminent S's prickly and self-destructive heroine narrates her tale. On the first day back on the job, homicide detective Luna Wilder is struck with both a new partner and what looks like a simple blood witch junkie overdose. Thanks to her dogged determination, Luna ends up ticking off a variety of characters with the ability to at the very least make her life miserable. And the L.L. Foster, The Acceptance on the cover here, 4 stars. There's a new evil in town. This one has been utterly become the target of Gabby by torturing and killing his prostitutes. Ugh. And then we have some Harlequins here. All their ratings. Look at all these books these did. All of these are books. And they're literally all done. All of them are done here. I must have missed one. Because I got one out here. Let me just go back. Why did I... Alright, it's in here. Let's see if I can find it. Here you go. Legacy, 4.5 stars. Anna Strong needs to live up to her name as she continues to juggle the human and supernatural elements of her life. Anna's latest first-person adventure lands her in the middle of a murder case and a vengeful power struggle. Bounty hunter turned vampire Anna Strong still has much to learn about the supernatural community. That lack of knowledge puts her at a distinct disadvantage when a werewolf with a grudge comes to town. Having killed Avery, the vampire who betrayed her and nearly killed her human partner. Oh, wait. Bing, 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 bing. Having killed Avery, the vampire who betrayed her and nearly killed her human partner, David, Anna is horrified by the arrival of Avery's estranged werewolf wife, Sandra. On top of that, David's supermodel girlfriend, Gloria, has managed to become the prime suspect in her business partner's murder. So there you go. There you go. There's... Why did I get that other book out? I was so... Wait a minute. Let me go back here. It's not reviewed here. I don't know why I went and got that book. Why did I... Somebody had to have mentioned it and I went, oh shit. Alright, so please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. This was Flashback Monday. And let me know if you think I should break it down and do separate, you know, one section Regency, one section inspirational, one section romance, one section mystery. I should break it down into individual videos, or I should just continue with the long one. And if you're still here by any hope of God, thank you very much for sticking it out, because the analytics say that you left here 2 minutes into the video, or less, actually 50 seconds into the video. So please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for sticking it out.